Okay, you know the smell, you know the taste, and if you're from Cincinnati, you definitely know the love. I'm talking about Skyline Chili, and today I get to do something I have waited, I think, nearly a year for. I'm sitting down with the man at the top, President and CEO Dick Williams, for a behind-the-scenes look at the brand that we all crave. From baseball to three-ways, his journey is just as rich as that secret recipe. Let's go. I waited the longest for this interview from you. I think a year. You are a busy guy.
I don't take pride in that. Thank you for your patience. I'm going to make it worth the wait.
And wow, did he make it worth the wait. We spent 2 hours touring the newly renovated Skyline World Headquarters, serving and dining in the brand spanking new test kitchen, and of course, coffee chatting. Talk about your journey a little bit.
I will. Ironically, we could say this journey started at a Skyline because I'm multi-generation, raised in Cincinnati, born and raised here. And some of my earliest and fondest memories, like many people in this town, are of eating in a Skyline restaurant.
It wasn't until Dick went away to school at 16, some 700 miles away, that he realized the power of the brand. And since then,
I have more anecdotes than you can imagine. I thought when I worked with the Reds that I had reached the pinnacle of sort of that job where when you're in another city, the linkage to home. But I really think that it's more common to start the conversation with Skyline than even the Reds. And when I've been hiking in the mountains of Colorado, I've been scuba diving in the islands, I've been on a trip in Europe, and when you say Cincinnati, they say, "What about Skyline?" And I say, "Well, I got something to tell you about Skyline."
You'll hear the frequent mentions of the Reds. Dick spent 5 seasons as president of baseball operations for the team before stepping down in 2020.
The beautiful thing about that time with the Reds was I don't think there's a job that could have better prepared me for the uniqueness of Skyline Chili and the connection that it has to the community. Yes, they love the food, but it immediately goes to this storytelling about how they've interacted with the brand. And I take that very seriously.
I couldn't let the opportunity slide by with Dick Williams sitting right there. I had to go here. People will ask, is it cinnamon or is it chocolate? That's the secret ingredient.
Well, so I can't tell you all the secrets. We don't put chocolate bars in the Skyline, although I've heard people that make it at home sometimes, like they swear they can put chocolate in there and get to the good outcome, so I'm not going to tell them not to do it. The only person I would let put a bar of chocolate in my Skyline is Chip Grader. If we do another ice cream collaboration and he tells me that he thinks chocolate will work in a Skyline ice cream, I'd probably listen to him.
In January, Skyline and Grader's Ice Cream teamed up for a wacky, wonderful creation, Skyline Spice Ice Cream. People are still talking about that.
I would love to take a lot of credit for it. It was all the Grader's team idea because I'm a big believer in the fact that Chip and Rich Grader can make anything taste good. And what was really the game changer was talking about the Skyline spice and the flavor profile of it, and not the chili itself.
Let me ask you this, do you like it?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it. I want to bring it back, but I don't think we'll ever have it around all the time.
Stay tuned. For now, back to just chili. Let me ask you, what is your go-to order?
It's changed over time a little bit. I think you're allowed to, but it didn't change for a long time. I ate a large 3-way and 2 conies with onions and mustard forever. From when I was a kid, forever. But now I've gone from 3-way to a 4-way. I love the onion. I almost always order a side of straight chili, and then I pour it over the top because I double down on the chili. It's 1 coney instead of 2. Are you gonna make me lunch?
I can make you lunch, sure I can. You like a 3-way?
I love 4-way now. We'll
4-way? Okay. I'll make a 3-way for myself. I'll make you a 4-way.
Sounds good.
Let's do it. The test kitchen is a couple of doors down, and like the sign says, the chili's on. And with that, I go into action, serving up lunch for my Come Have Coffee crew, Paul and Ashley, and Dick Williams. I better get this one right. A little bit of pressure. How about that? In the end, it's a cool coffee chat with DW. Skyline Chili smiles for everyone, and my day, my month, maybe my whole year is made. And now that we have gotten a taste of Dick Williams' incredible journey, let's go even deeper, behind the counter and behind the scenes. We're taking you inside Skyline's newly renovated World Headquarters, including a real sneak peek inside Dick's office. From the heart of the chili operation to the vision for the future, this is where tradition meets the next evolution of a Cincinnati icon. You won't want to miss it. That's next time on Come Have Coffee with Michelle.